Well, hello there, folks. My name is Mark Miles, and today I want to share with you something that's a little bit organic, a little bit authentic, and a little bit personal. And this is going to be called the dark side of running workshops. The dark side of running workshops. Now, it's going to have a positive spin on it, of course, right? But essentially, what I want to share with you is something that I call the Spider-Man complex. The Spider-Man complex, right? Now, if you are like me and you're actually passionate about your topic, you're actually passionate about sharing what you know with your audience, and you take your workshop delivery really, really seriously, something may happen to you that often happens to me, and that is at the end of a workshop, you get a bunch of feedback, right? And the feedback, you read through it, and highly likely, if you're like me, it's pretty good, right? So, I've just read through my feedback, and it was all really good, and, presenter was amazing, enthusiastic, and all of that really, really great feedback. Love it. Really, really appreciate it. I really do, right? But here's the dark side of training. What I mean by this is often the facilitator, you, can often wake up the next day and you can feel a sense of emptiness. You can feel a sense of tiredness. You can feel a sense of fatigue. You showed up to the workshop. You gave it 1,000%. Not just a little bit, but you gave everything that you had to those people at the event, right? And what can often happen is you can go from a huge high, that adrenaline high, to a huge crash the next day, right? And it's something we don't often talk about as coaches and facilitators really take the game seriously, right? And no matter your energy type, whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, we often find that this sense of a little bit of emptiness happens because people are literally empty. They've given everything they've got to that audience, right? And what I just want to share is ultimately, at the end of the day, I just want to recommend 3 things that you do the day after you deliver a training or the morning after you deliver a training. First thing I want to suggest that you do is have some grace for yourself. Have some grace and actually know that, okay, you've given everything, your tank's now empty. Just be compassionate with yourself around that. Next one I'd suggest is have some rest. Actually allocate yourself maybe 1 or 2 hours or 3 extra hours after you present the next morning that you can just slide back into your routine and not rush yourself back because literally you are needing to build yourself back up again, right? Now the next thing I would suggest, not to get too, woo-woo or anything like that, but have a self-love strategy or a refilling your tank strategy. Whatever that is for you. Maybe that's a nice healthy meal. Maybe that is go to the gym or whatever it is for you and your health, right? I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to prescribe anything, but whatever you really, really love to do, right? Because at the end of the day, you've given out everything you've got. You've given it your all. You've shared all your wisdom, and then you need to bring the energy back onto you and who you are, right? Because you need to set yourself up for your next workshop. And something I've found is that this doesn't change whether it's a 2-day workshop or a 1-day workshop or a 5-day workshop or a 10-day workshop. And if you find that you're not empty at the end of your day or the next day, I would question how much have you actually shared or given, or have you just shown up and thrown up and just delivered some bland content, right? So I can generally tell the success of a program based on literally how much I've given. And for me, I absolutely love the feedback. I really, truly am so grateful for it. And I could definitely read it out. But for me, at the end of the day, just that sense of empowerment, that sense of impact, that sense of people coming up at the end and going, that thing that you taught, I'm going to use that back at work. And I love the emails that come through and people say, oh, I used it and this is the result I got. That's what makes me hungry. That's what gets me excited to keep going as a trainer. So folks, I just wanted to share that with you a little bit. I don't know if you can relate. If you can, drop a comment, comment, share. Let's get the message out there. This is a little bit about the dark side of running workshops. We love it, but at the end of the day after, we can sometimes feel that sense of a bit of an empty tank. Thanks so much for watching, team. We'll see you on the next video. My name is Mark Miles, all about training and presenting and helping you become the best facilitator you truly can be. Bye for now.